Hi everyone. I decided to make a video for today's activity because it was going to be too difficult to show you in stages and photos. It's a little bit different from what I usually do, but we've taken to building little houses like this. We're decorating them with newspaper and we're just making them from whatever card we have. So I think these ones were made with boxes, porridge boxes, and we've got some thicker cardboard today. But yeah, so that's today's project. If you are up for a challenge, I'm not the most mathematically minded, so I kind of did a lot of guesswork for mine. This was mine here, and I started with the bottom and just making a shape. And I knew I wanted it to be tall, so I knew to make these bits a bit longer than these bits. But the one I'm going to show you this one today. We used templates that we found online and made up measurements based on only having a piece of A4 paper. So you start off making a template. That's the first thing you do, and a template should look like this. I'm going to put up an image of this in the comments. So if you wanted to make one that size, you could, with the different measurements on it, or you can just Google up, look up how to build a paper cardboard house. And these ones are quite small. Yeah. So I'll put up links to other templates as well. But the first thing to do is to make the template using a bit of A4 paper, or bigger if you want to make a bigger house, if you've got enough cardboard. So what you need to do for everything you need to make the house is a bit of paper, feels like Art Attack, glue or tape, scissors and a knife. You can do it, we have been doing it without the knife, but I got a knife today. You can do it with just the scissors. You need a measuring device. Usually your measuring device would also be your straight edge, but this is all we have and it's not so good for the straight edges. So I'm going to use a bit of cardboard today. And a pen. I think that's everything you need. Oh, and a bit of cardboard. So we just used a shoebox. This was the shoebox. This is what I cut out of the shoebox. So it's a bit thicker than the cardboard we used for these houses. Okay. So we start off by making the template. And you start by measuring out I think we started with the longer sides. So this bit in here we started with, and that measures 9 centimetres by 4.5. So I would mark that out on my bit of paper. Get the right end of the. Try and make it pretty central to the paper. So 9 centimetres. Need to leave space for a tab. Need to remember that there's going to be tabs on these as well. 9 centimetres by 4.5. Okay, and I'm going to use my straight edge. There we go. It will be much easier if you have a ruler. Get your straight edges. You can square off the edges with the straight edge of the paper as well. And if you have a better way of doing this, please, by all means, use that. Okay, so I've got the first part of my template. And I'll I will do that, I think, yeah, another 2 times on either side. Measure again, the 4.5. I'm going to mark the cardboard with the measurements on it. That's a good idea, if you've not got a ruler. And so on and so forth. And I have marked off the tabs on this one with lines, so we know what a tab is and what a panel of the house is. Yeah, and actually the trickiest bit is getting the angles for the roof. But if you've got the height and the centimeters for the size of the roof, you should be able to get the angles right. It's a bit of a challenge, this one. So once you've got your template made, we're just going to use this one, you just draw around your template, cut it out, draw around. Try and get each line straight. As straight as can be, it really matters. Otherwise you'll end up with a squint house. Draw all the way around. I've just put dots and dashes, dashes for where I'm going to fold, and yeah, for where I'm going to fold on the template, just so you can see it. I wouldn't usually do that, but I might put them. No, I did. I put them on the cardboard as well, so that we can see where we're folding. Okay, you can see what I've just done there. Just drawn around, and I've started doing dotted lines for where I'm going to fold. And again, marking off the tabs, maybe with a little mark, is a good idea. And then you cut that out and you end up with something that looks like this, maybe. And what I did with this was, along the dotted lines, I scored them with the back of the knife or with the edge of the scissors, so the back edge of the scissors. So you're just scoring off where it's going to be folded. It just makes it easier to fold. Depends what kind of cardboard you've got. This cardboard was much easier to fold than this one, but this one scored really well, and was much easier to fold after that. And so what should happen is it all comes together. You should be able to check it on your template first. It should all come together like this. Like this. So we've got something that is resembling a building. And I would tape. Actually, tape is fine, because what we're doing to decorate is covering it with newspaper, so you don't see the tape underneath. But if you wanted to decorate it with pens or paint, I would try and hold it together with just glue. And you would glue along the edges of the tabs, where the tabs are. You don't need a lot of glue. Put far too much on there. Okay. And there. do the roof last. I'll do that last. You might need to hold it together for a wee while, or use just a bit of tape that you can take off later. Should have got that ready first. Just a little bit of tape to hold the whole thing together on one side, which you can take off later, so it doesn't spring open like that. It needs more tape. And that should be it. You should have your house. And it's totally up to you how you decorate it. We just had loads of newspapers, but pens and paint are perfectly fine. You could decoupage, so with lots of little pictures from magazines or whatever you've got around the house. I hope if you try this, it isn't too stressful for you. There was a couple of moments where I was a bit stressed about that. Not looking quite right, or not getting the maths right. But once you've got your template, you can mess about with the template and adjust things where they need adjusted. Like the roof on my first one needed adjusted a couple of times before I got it right, because I didn't do any maths for mine at all. Okay, so I hope you enjoy your challenge, that's what I'm calling it, and I'll see you again hopefully soon. Okay, bye.